Judges, start. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear judges, participants and organizers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As someone who took a 2-year break after school, not going to university and taking a break, everyone asked me, aren't you wasting 2 years of your life? Aren't you wasting 1.5 years of your life? What is the reason that you're taking a break for? At that point in time, I did not know what to answer. But now, when I look back, I said I had the opportunity to serve the community. When asked, how is community service beneficial to us? I had the opportunity of serving the community not only through my personal initiatives, but the madrasa had made it mandatory at one point in time. We had to serve at least 4 to 5 hours a week. I had the opportunity of serving at a hospital, somewhere I was not even keen on pursuing my career, but I decided that was the place I wanted to be. As a student, the first thing that comes into your mind when you serve the community, what is it? How is it going to benefit me in the future? The amount or the number of people that you meet, the networking opportunities that arise when you serve the community are endless. I personally, when I moved abroad to study in the UK, the first time when I went to mosque, the first time when I met a few people at a conference, they asked me, weren't you the same person who served at the Africa Federation level? I said, yes, Alhamdulillah, I had gotten the opportunity. Thereafter, immediately, I was referred to another person who referred me to a third person. Within 2 hours, I got job opportunities. I got the opportunity to serve at the local center in Milton Keynes. And I even managed to undertake a youth organization within the community, which is still surviving and thriving until now. But it's not the only reason. I was not sure about pursuing my career in law. I just managed to be serving at one of the Africa Federation conferences. And I met a person who was a lawyer by profession. Just randomly, I asked him, what do you think? He gave me his business card. He spoke to me for hours. And the reason why I decided to do law today, one of the reasons was this man. You meet a number of people. You meet people with different mindsets, with different backgrounds. People who end up challenging you to do much better in your lives. And that is one of the biggest reasons why I believe that community service allows us to enhance our networking and meeting new people in our lives. But that is not the only reason. Survey shows that applications at the universities are majorly considered by looking at how you have served the community, how you have made an impact in the society. When I was interviewed by my student's admissions officer, he asked me, what is this in your CV? Why do I see a lot of community service initiatives? And I explained him what each one entailed. Thereafter, I got the opportunity to lead a charity raising initiative at the university. Through that, I met a judge, and through the judge, I got the opportunity to serve at the court. These are all intertwined opportunities that come about when you serve the community. But arguably, the most important ones are the personal skills that allow you to grow within yourself when you serve the community. You end up thinking beyond, outside the box. Critical thinking is an important part of community service. These are things that you will not be restricted to within textbooks or that which is taught on the blackboard. Community service allows you to think much more than what you can imagine, much more than what you think you are capable of. However, one of the most important things that I believe community service will be beneficial for students is to allow the inner leadership within us to explore itself. There are initiatives that have saved the earth. There are youths out there who are giving out free sanitary pads within and outside the community. These are youths who have not been subjected to mandatory community service, but yet they are out there making impact. Why can't we as a school create so many such ambassadors, so many such leaders, that tomorrow as a school we can proudly say that our alumni are the ones who are ambassadors of these initiatives. Today, we all want to create successful corporate leaders. We all want to create people out there who are making an impact. There are people out there who are looking for opportunities. Why can't we as a school make this possible for each one of our students? Yes, we know as a school, the idea is to create successful people, but the most important thing is to create better human beings and allow a sense of altruism, a sense of satisfaction, and giving back to the community. In summary, I believe community service is not only all about getting benefits, but creating better people and better individuals out there. And I will end by quoting a person that I look up to most, who said, I do not pray for his acceptance of my amal, he is meaning Allah, but the opportunity to serve. And the day the Almighty decides to recall me back, I will be able to tell him, thank you for giving me life. Thank you for giving me life, because this life allowed me to serve the community. So ladies and gentlemen, the school board, this is the time we can make an impact. Let us create many more judges out there. Let us create many more voices of this community. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What do you think should be done so that we can give this opportunity to the students? You've already given your pitch, the importance of it. How do you think we should implement it?
So something that I was subjected to at madrasa is something that I will bring up here. We were told to serve the community within 4 to 5 hours a week. We were given a list of institutions that we could serve, things that we were passionate about, and I believe allow students to choose something that they're passionate about. If they do not know what they're passionate about, allow them an array of opportunities. Let them decide which area they want to serve in, and when they end up serving in those areas, you will see that passion is created within, and all of a sudden, there will come a time whereby we will not even have to make it mandatory. Students will themselves come forward and say, we want to serve the community. So I believe when you have a set schedule of allowing a certain hours per week, that would be a good way of starting out this initiative.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Any other judge with a question? Seems they are busy scoring. Hassan, do you have a question? Okay, so my turn then.
Okay.
So Alihassan, an additional question then.
Yeah.
Of all the community service work that you have done, and you spoke about a lot of those experiences, which do you think was the most impactful to you and why?
Okay. The reason why I would say my opportunity as serving as the Assistant Secretary of Africa Federation, what happened was it allowed me to meet people within the community, but also outside the community, because Africa Federation deals with other communities. It deals with people beyond the regional background. So you meet people from different parts of the world. And when I moved abroad, that really allowed me, because I moved to a place where there was no family. But these community members took me as their own because they knew about me, they knew we've met before, and that allowed me to explore different opportunities, job opportunities, community opportunities. They even invited me for iftar in Ramadan to their houses. So there's not only the corporate side of benefits, but there's also other sides that initiatives like these allow us to benefit from.
Okay, thank you. I think I still have a minute. Anyone with a question? If not, then
Do you think we should make it mandatory or we should give it as an option? And why?
Okay, I will try and summarize this in 1 minute. Shireen Bhai, allow me to call you Shireen Bhai, because you've been a teacher as well. We are now moving into a more corporate-centric world, okay, whereby people do not have time to give back to the community. Unfortunately, what we need to do is now bring that culture back. And sometimes you have to use ways such as making it mandatory to allow that culture to come back. The moment the culture comes back, that is why I said eventually we will not have to make it mandatory, because I believe once the culture is in here and once people realize how important community service is, that will not be mandatory. So I believe for now we need to make it mandatory, allow that culture to come back, but I believe there has to be incentive. And these benefits are the incentives that students will see. And the moment they see those 5, 6 years down the line, I think the madrasa now doesn't make it mandatory as well, but we can see so many students out there who are serving the community. So this is just something to bring back the culture, as I mentioned before, and hopefully once the culture is set, we will not have to make it mandatory, inshallah. Thank you.